she chirps, too bright. A few people mumble their greetings back. You briefly think of flinging your stupid velvet cloak the rest of the way over your head.
Over the next couple of hours, I'm going to be speaking to you about responsible spell work.
Hours, she says. She claps her hands together. You wish desperately to know what kind of stimulant she's on. Magical or plain old chemicals?
Now, as you all know, we value optimizing resource allocation here at One Wizard and in the wizarding community as a whole. This educational seminar is meant to give you all a sort of framework for casting wisely when dealing with clients' needs, so no spell goes wasted and all our customers can be satisfied. As you all know, One Wizard is one of the finest providers of wizarding care. We offer services from simple spells to curse breaking, and it is therefore our duty to ensure we act responsibly in order to have capacity for every single request.
Your glasses are digging into the bridge of your nose. The frames are charmed with an illusory effect, so your eyes look big and wide, blinking behind the lens, even if you're dozing off behind them. A trick an ex taught you back in the halcyon days of undergraduate, which has served you well since then, even if it only really works on people looking at you head-on. And if you don't physically nod off, which admittedly has happened a non-zero number of times. Never yet in this internship, though, which might have made you a little reckless. It's not quite to the point where you might want to snatch a quick nap between speeches, but it's close. Right when you're weighing the chances of being told off if you get up for another cup of caffeine sludge, the double doors at the back of the room open. Half the class turns to look. The speaker's eyes flicker, but she's in the middle of loudly proclaiming her lack of bias and barely gives a second glance to the disruption swanning into the conference room. You don't look. You really don't have to. You know exactly who it is. Nathaniel Feng strides all the way up to the front, plops down in the seat right next to you, and somehow manages to cross her legs so that her knobby knees are poking into you. She hands you a cup of coffee. "We're not being assessed today, are we?" is the first thing she murmurs to you, her smoker's voice rough at the edges. You snort. "Do you really think I know that?" Nathaniel laughs a smidge too loudly. "Touché." Here's everything to know about Nathaniel Feng. Her stupid cloak is cropped, a half-cape sort of thing that only goes down to her elbows, which feels unfair since you didn't know that was an option. She's wearing it properly. She even makes the little stars look kind of good. They match the silvered buckles on her loafers. She's not wearing socks. She makes it incredibly obvious that you're having a conversation, heedless of who notices when she leans over to ask, "Haven't we learned this all before?" "Shh," you hiss. You can be insufferably obedient sometimes. "Are you actually paying attention?" "No." "Do you think we should be?" Nathaniel muses. "Will you be quiet before we get written up?" Nathaniel looks amused, but that's a perpetual state of being for her. But she complies. Also typical of her, you'll grant. She settles back into her little plastic chair, her long limbs folded up at jagged angles within it. Amidst all the temp staff, not you, mercifully, and summer students, not you anymore, fucking blissfully, and worn-down interns, alas, this is you now, Nathaniel actually looks the part. That is, magical, uncanny, auspicious. Her eyes shadowed and brows heavy, her fingers clever, a heavy silver ring twisted on her thumb. A goddamn wizard. The rest of you just...